Everything we've made in the last 32 years.
Wow.
It's rather slow in the wintertime, so we work on costumes that we compete in at our summer costume convention. And our convention was in Las Vegas, and we just decided to enter a historically accurate category.
Wow.
And we've won other categories like animals and storybook and theatrical and extravagant costumes. So we went with authentic. And we don't do authentic very often, but we just came upon the Doge and Doges because it was unusual. And we found a picture of a Doges that had the most unusual sleeves. She has an inner sleeve that is on her arm, and then these outer sleeves are for when she's in formal occasions, but it's a status symbol that shows that I don't work. My arms do nothing but look regal and beautiful. And it's sort of like the Chinese that have the sleeves too long over the hands that say, I don't work, I'm imperial. And I traveled to Shelbyville, Kentucky, where there's a Victorian home full of bolts of fabric just leaning against the walls. And I picked out this fabric, and I picked out this. This is 100% silk with braiding trim that we did on it. And then there's some antique trim on this, on the sleeves. But there's an undergarment of a long muslin robe. Then you have the silk maroon robe. Then you have a gold brocade cape. And then the Doge always had a capelet, and many times they had little mink tails attached to their capelet. But they always had what I call the chicken hat. They always had the chicken hat. And I don't know how that originated, but the first Doge was in 600 AD, the last Doge was in 1789, and ours is number 65. I had to make the shoes, I had to make the costumes. You actually have to have pictures, photographs of you constructing the costumes just to prove you didn't buy them from someone.
Yeah.
And you have to show all your research, and you have to show your swatches and your drawings and croquis. But here is the picture we found with the Doges with their sleeves hanging to the side unused. And this shows the detail and so forth and so on. And a lady friend of mine whose family is Italian, and she went to Venice with me one time on a trip. She was the Doges, and she traveled to Las Vegas, and we came in second place, which was a little disappointing. We were beaten out by a lady that walked in with a carousel for a hat, and it actually moved and lit up, so how can you compete against that?
That was authentic?
No, that was in a different category for the Grand International.
I see.
You can win a category, and then they vote on the best of all the categories. And we came in second
overall.
Overall,
Oh.
yeah.